And Congressman Murphy joins us now live. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us on the show.
Good evening, Natasha. Hope you're doing well.
Why did you vote no on today's funding bill?
You know, Natasha, I voted yesterday on the continuing resolution because it really cut money. It cut the spending that's been going on. You know, the silent killer that's throttling our nation right now is the debt that we're undergoing. And in the grand scheme of things, is 45 days going to change anything dramatically? No. But I think we have to take a stand. I think we have to acknowledge that this is killing our nation. You know, there's a good article by Jerome Powell about this. There have been so many economists that are talking about this. You know, we added $475 trillion last year just paying the debt. The interest on the debt. So while I don't, want to shut down the government, I think we have to take a stance at some point. And this bill just spent just too much. We can't continue to do things like we've always done them.
Yeah, we do hear about this a lot, a concern about the debt. But what specific kind of spending cuts would make you change to a yes vote?
Well, I think there's several different things, Natasha. I think the grand scheme of things, we have to look at all spending. You know, mandatory spending, Social Security, Medicare are our greatest pockets of spending. Those have not been reformed in 50 years. And so, being a physician, I still practice. I need to look, and we all need to look at Medicare, Social Security, reforming them, not cutting them back, reforming them, making sure the numbers work in some disregards. Defense is another 30% of the budget or 25% of the budget. But non-discretionary, non-defense discretionary funding is what the CR yesterday did, and that was always a good place. That was a good place to start.
I do want to ask you about the fire alarm incident quickly, because I know you posted on X or Twitter about this today. Before the vote, New York Congressman Jamal Bowman pulled a fire alarm in the Cannon House office building. He says this was accidental. Now, your colleague, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, saying today that Bowman should be charged in the same manner as those charged with crimes stemming from the January 6th riots. What is your take? Isn't that a little extreme?
Well, I mean, what does the law say? It says that anything that does to prevent legislative proceedings moving forward is a felony. So yeah, he did this. And come on, Natasha, we can't honestly believe he thought it was a mistake when it says fire alarm on the whole thing. How many fire alarms have you and I seen in our entire lifetime? It delayed things. It made me move out of my building. No, this could have caused harm to people. It should be taken very seriously. And yeah, I'm not just saying this because he's a Democrat.
Very seriously, but do you agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene here? Does it really rise to that level?
Well, you mean a felony? Yeah, I mean, it's a felony. It's a felony anywhere in the country, especially here on federal ground. Sure it is.
I do want to turn now quickly to the surge of migrants at the southern border with the time we have left. I was at a migrant camp at a police station in Chicago yesterday, and one of the stories we learned of, a woman who miscarried in Texas. She was still bleeding when put on a bus to Chicago. As a medical doctor, what are your thoughts on these conditions? Does this sound humane to you?
Well, Natasha, what's humane is not promising people that something you can't deliver. You've had an administration now that has absolutely opened our border. We cannot accept everybody, and we can't accept the volumes of people that we're having. I mean, this is now even Democrat sanctuary cities are understanding this. It was tragic circumstance what's happened with this child, but it's also tragic. I heard the report earlier that people are coming to the border and the cartels, which are absolute terrorists, are killing people because they don't have money. That's a true tragedy. We had operational control of our border during the Trump administration. We have nothing now. Terrorists, the cartels control our southern border. So if you want to be humane, we keep people where they are. We allow an orderly process of immigration into this country.
I appreciate that. Once they are here, do you think it's humane for Governor Abbott to continue to bus people to different cities?
Absolutely. I mean, Texas can't handle all these people. And, it's painful. Share the pain throughout the country. I mean, it's just absurd to think that Texas can absorb everything. It was tragic what happened with that lady. Absolutely. But we can't run all these things based upon emotion. We have to do it on rational thought and see what is best. What is the best way to accept these people that the Biden administration has literally opened the door. We had 1.5 million people. We don't even know who they are or where they're going. And so how is that right for national security? Yeah, it's tragic for that lady, and I feel sorry for her. Thankfully, she'll be okay. But we have to get operational control of our border.
All right, Congressman Greg Murphy, I appreciate your time and your willingness to speak with us on such varied topics. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.